I personally have been a part of some of the greatest teams ever, but my sport was baseball. And I was able to play at Stanford University. I graduated from Stanford University in 1989. And in 1988, we won the national championship in baseball. And it was one of the greatest experiences of my life. To run out on that field, you see those dog piles right on the mound and everyone's all going crazy. Well, I was the guy. I was the first guy out of the dugout. I wasn't in the field at that time. I would come to the dugout. We get the last out on a pop-up, and I literally sprinting out, hugging my friends. I get face planted into the ground. I get all cut up in my face. And it was one of the greatest experiences ever. I got to experience it. I got to go play professional baseball for a couple years with the Cincinnati Reds. Got to win, got to be captain, got to do these things. The reason I share that is what I've learned in those sports teams is that it's not about having the best players. It's about having the players who are willing to give up of themselves in the areas that need to be to make the team best. How are you creating that culture to make them the best they can be? There's two words that I do believe in extremely if you want to build a great culture or a team, and it is very simply two words: people first. What most of life tells us, however, is me first. I want to give you a couple quick stories about what happened to deal with in my company. Scion, loved it, great brand, youth brand. Company started, culturally a high-performing team. Culture was meant take it inside of Toyota, pull it out of Toyota, create its own little building, have all focus on youth, something that at the time that Toyota wasn't really very good at. And we were going to go focus on youth, and we created a whole brand around Scion. And I happened to get it. I happened to move into it right about the most perfect time in the last 20 years. Right, I got to come into it in 2009. Oh, it was awesome, man! I get promoted to run the Scion brand right before Great Recession. Yeah, awesome. And the company also decided right at this exact same time to reduce the product support for the brand. That's a losing recipe. Great Recession, no product. Culture was okay, it was good actually. So my boss says, man, and it was great. He was super raw with me, and he says, good luck. You're not going to have a lot of support from product. I need you to maintain this brand and continue to be ready so that when come out of the economy, we could grow it again. So what do? In our company, we take an employee assessment every other year. We're doing a little bit more right now during the pandemic, but it's every other year. It's an engagement, enablement type of a survey. And at the time, Scion was ranked like 10th. Out of it, we had 30 different departments. I think it was 29 to be specific, 29 specific groups, and we were like 10th. What we found at Scion was we could come together behind something. And you want to know what? For 3 years, we went after it as hard as we could. We went through this whole process. We went through every step of learning about one another. And after 3 years, you would think that the company, that we were like champions, because we went to the number one in the entire company, from our 10th spot to number one in culture, in engagement, in enablement. We had grown it. The culture was great.